Hello everybody, welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Welcome to my little craft studio where we get to do lots of this. Oh no, pointing the wrong direction. It always knocks me out, this whole thing. Anyway, there we go. We're here to create, and hopefully I'm going to inspire you to do something creative and beautiful with paper crafts, with stamping, with inking, with punching out paper, sticking it, cutting it, sticking it, poking it, all sorts of fun things like that. So if you've not been to my channel before, I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, and I also get to sell beautiful Stampin' Up products to folk in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, Belgium and Ireland. So if you're in any of those countries, you can just head to stampinup.com and then choose the flag, and you can go and see all the gorgeous products that we have available. What I love about Stampin' Up products is that they are very high quality, and if there is a problem, they're very good at sorting it out. So, and also you have me to help you. So if you have any issues trying to figure out how to use the products, you can come to me and ask me. And if I don't know, I'll ask them. But no, generally I've been a demonstrator for over 13 years now, so there's quite a lot I know about the products. So hello everyone watching on the live. Hi Hazel, hi Anne, hi Susan, hi Sheila, Judy, Melissa, Patricia, Jodie, great to see you all. So tonight, usually Monday nights, I try and do something called Masculine Monday. Won't be doing that tonight, even though the card I'm about to make is for a couple, a man and a woman couple who've been married 50 years, a lovely sweet couple who live in my community. He was the vicar of our town for many years of the Anglican church here in Welshpool, but retired and stayed in the area and is very much loved by the community. He knows quite a bit about history of Welshpool as well, so he's a really fascinating person to talk to. And you may have heard me talk about him because through him I'm 2 degrees of separation from C.S. Lewis. I think 3 degrees, because he knows a guy. He knew a guy. Sadly, that guy has passed on now, but he knows a guy who was C.S. Lewis's secretary in the last 2 years of his life. So it's because of this gentleman that I'm 3 degrees of separation from C.S. Lewis, and now you all are four degrees of separation. Isn't that wonderful? I love playing games like that. Anyway, hi, welcome back, Susan Zastro, from your cruise. I'm glad you got back safely. It looked like you had an awesome time. I saw that some pictures, so it looked like you had a lovely time. Hi, Michelle Knits for You. Welcome. Great to see you. We often talk about knitting and yarning and crocheting and stuff like this on this channel. We're not going to be doing any knitting tonight. We're going to be knitting together paper. That's what we're going to be doing. So there we go. It's a different type of knitting. So I've already started cutting out some little bits and pieces. They're on my desk already. And I've also plugged in my glue gun because I thought it might be nice to do a little bit of flower making. Might do a little bit of that. I was cooler earlier. I'm now much more warmer. So I'll take the scarf off. Now this jumper, I've dug it out again because it's now, getting cooler. The only thing about it, depending what mood I'm in, I sometimes find it a little itchy. So this might be coming off in a second because I'm just like, I'm at the end of the day now and I can't cope anymore. The it's just catching on my neck, and yeah. I do love it. It was a gift from my mother-in-law, and she absolutely nailed it in terms of gift giving for me last year. I love it. It's a really lovely jumper, and it goes over everything. But there we go. Right. Hi, Kim. Kim is back. She's out of mum season now, aren't you? Those of you who are in Texas, you'll know what I'm talking about. These mums that people make. So there we go. There's still time to go and invite your friends to come and watch with me. It'd be lovely to have a few more of you watching. Always such good fun. Get the chatter going. I know some days I'm a little bit more quieter than others. It purely is just energy levels with me sometimes. But we do try and have a really good time chit-chatting away. Thank you. Get comfortable. Yes, I've already the jumper's come off already. All right, so let me just go through what I've already been cutting out. I've cut out a few frames. I was basically tidying up the things that were to the right of me that were starting to pile up a little bit, and I found that I had a really nice collection of kind of coral, black and white and grey items. So I've decided to go with it, just to embrace that colour scheme, and I've added to it gold because it's the 50th wedding anniversary. So I thought, you know, let's get the gold in there for golden wedding. And so I've got a nice little collection, as I said, of, you know, greys and black and white and coral kind of colours happening. I used the I think no, the dies have not. What am I talking about? Sorry, I was getting confused because I've got Thoughtful Expressions beside me. I know those are retired, but the dies are retired of that one. Wildflower Designs. That's what these have been cut from. And then I have also gone ahead and cut out a few little bits of foliage. I'm afraid the number 50 retired a very long time ago. This big number 1. It's just one of those things that if you get a really good number set in your stash, hold on to it. Don't let it out of your sight, because they are precious. They're very useful, and when they're so readable and large like this, they're absolutely fabulous. I'm just going to flick that over because you don't want that gold keep flicking in your faces. But anyway, these are some really beautiful little bits and pieces from the Thoughtful Wishes die set. And then I also went ahead and cut out some leaves from the Stippled Roses die set. It was just the leaf. I really like it because it has this beautiful texture, that you can cut these. When you cut them, there's this texture that goes into the leaf. So I've already cut a few of those out too. Right. No, I need a card base. I'm wondering whether to go for something like Smoky Slate, but then put a black matting layer on it. I'm going very dramatic with this colour scheme. I think this couple could take it. Well, I hope they can. Well, that's what they're getting. So, numbers and letters I always keep. Yes, good idea. Hi, who's just come in? Lisa, lovely to see you. Yes, it's been a while. Hi, Vicky, good morning. Okay, so I'm going to score my card at, it's just under 5 3/4. I'm just doing it at 14.5 centimeters. Now I've just put this new nail varnish on, and it's a cheapie, so I have to be careful not to allow it to brush against the cardstock, because otherwise you end up with a mark. Right, I'm thinking, what about a really dramatic layer of black? I might go 13. So that's 1.5 centimeters less than 14.5. So if I take this down to 19.5, there we go. Nice. And oh, now I did have, yes, I have this piece floating around. I got it out the other day to use for something, and I didn't, and it's been floating around in my craft room. So I thought I would use it now. So 14.5. So if I take that to 12.5, by, what's that, 19, should end up with a really nice little matting layer ready to use. So I said that I was going to use some, or try and do some flower making. I thought I'd probably end up doing some sort of collage-y type thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up doing that, but we'll see. But I do have all these little bits and pieces, or possibly I could cut out some leaves with this to make an that would make a really lovely texture, wouldn't it? And let's get out so this is the bee punch, and ooh, what about using that for some of these leaves? Hold on, just remembered this has got folds in it. I think I've got that ready for a class that I didn't end up using. Yeah, no, I like this. To cut out a base of leaves. Okay. And I got this one out because I thought if I use this and cut out some hearts, I could use the hearts to make petals. That's what I'm thinking. Hi Janice, hi Monica, hi Deb, Patricia, hi Hazel, Lisa, good morning. Happy, what day were we on? Monday. Oh my goodness, I woke up this morning. I don't know, it's been happening lately. I think it's because I've just had some busy days where I wake up in the morning and I have to go, what day is it again? What day are we on? Is that normal? Is that, Hi Kathy! Yeah, I was thinking of maybe making some little flowers with this. What do you think? Let me grab a bone folder. I'm thinking we can do a little bit of flower making. Who likes to make flowers from paper? Look, and if we give that a little snip there and do that, look at that, it really shapes it beautifully. Okay, let's do that a few times. Right, let's get the black underneath me and then you'll be able to see what I'm doing a bit easier. Might even do some out of the... Or I wonder whether to... Thinking as I'm going. Is 1 inch big enough? Let's see. Oh yeah, 1 inch is fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, that was a bit too small. Oh, was it quite, what's the word? Choppy. Choppy waves. Okay, what else have we got here? Use some of this. And what else have we got? I've got some more of that coral, haven't I? Got those. So I'm just curling the petals with the bone folder to get some movement into them. And then I'm going to grab my glue gun and start sticking them. I probably should also grab my silicone finger, because otherwise I'm going to get burnt, I'm sure of it. Oh dear, Susan. Some people love it, don't they? I can't imagine I would like it. I think I'd find it a bit too much. Okay. Get my little pink finger. There it is, look. So, get another glue stick as well. So I'm just going to stick these little, they kind of look a bit like balloons at this point, but they're just the little bee bodies. Just going to stick these opposite each other. Just to get them anchored. Haha, anchored ships cruising. Oh, I thought I had another one. Oh dear, I thought I had another one. I was sure I had another one. I thought I got 3 from each panel. That means I've dropped one, doesn't it? Well, one's hiding. Anyone see it hiding? Here it is. I knew I wasn't going crazy. Oh, that's lovely. Miss Patty seems so sweet. Ooh. Get back in there. It wasn't an official Stampin' Up. It's not like organised by Stampin' Up. No. Kim, it was organised by Patty Bennett. He's a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So. Okay, I was going to put these in the middle. So, but to make, and I want them to be a little bit more shaped, so I'm going to stick these together, but just use the tiniest amount of glue for the crossover, like that. That's cute. Just a tiny wee bit. Hold on, I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this without getting too burnt. I think the trick is just to let it cool a little bit and then you can do it easier. Hi, Pam! Okay, I wonder if I can get away with using 3. I'm going to try. 1. I'm going to have to make a rather special centre. I think I can. I've got some of the gold scraps hanging about. And I've got the flower, that lovely flower punch, so I might cut a really nice gold flower to go in the middle of that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? So that's using the bee punch that's current. Now, where did I put? Yes, I thought I kept it nearby. So I've got the gold paper here. I'm just giving it a good squish with my fingers. Oh yeah, that's pretty. But I don't want the white to show. So I'm just going to get a bit of petal pink and a brush. So I just got to move some furniture. Well, not furniture, boxes. Move some boxes so I can get to my brushes. It's got a bit of a coating on it. It's not taking the ink terribly well, but it's taken off that whiteness anyway from that. Stick that in the middle. While that's cooling down, I'm just going to add a little bit of petal pink to my petals. There you go, that's rather nice. And I'm thinking if I find my tweezers, just going to shape these leaves a little bit, put a little bit of texture into them. Oh, good, Hazel. Hi, Bob. Oh, how are you? Good to see you. Hi, Cindy Fox Taylor. Hi, Kenzie. I would never have thought to use punches to make flowers unless it was a flower punch. Ah, no. I like looking at the shapes of the... Whenever Stampin' Up come out with new shapes, whatever they are, my first thought is, how can I turn that into a flower or a leaf? That's usually my first thought. Right, put a bit of basic grey on here. Okay, so we've got a flower, got some leaves. Might just make a little mini flower out of these ones, but I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm just going to give these a bit of a tweak first, just to narrow them down a little bit. Oh yes, do look at your punches. So a couple of years ago they came out with a fish punch. That's a good one for making leaves. And is it the ladybug wings from the other year? That's a really nice one for doing leaves as well. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue to the right hand side of the heart, and I'm just trying to stick them in a round. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but there we go. To create quite a layered flower. Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. Oh, I won't say the next line. Oh dear, it's terrible, isn't it? You start singing these lyrics, and then you're like, "Ooh, that's a little bit of a rude one. That one. Won't say that lyric." Right, I'm not going to make another flower with that to put in the middle of that. What I'll do is I'll cut a little something to stick in the middle. What should I use? That bit of this. So we'll cut a wee bit of that. Oop. Actually, what? Is one enough? Oh, one's enough. And then where's my little bit of gold? Let's cut a tiny weeny. I know, turn it over, then it won't blind you. It's amazing how you can fit these tiny little flowers into small spaces. Right, get a bit of peach just on the back side of that one. Okay, so that's two nice little flowers we've got happening there. Then I kind of wanted to do a bit of a collage-y thing in the background, so I'm going to move this out the way for a sec. I'll leave it plugged in just for when I need to assemble, and just have a look again at what I've done already. I've got that and that so far, haven't I? Just give that a bit of a glue down. Come on, glue. Right. Neat.
there, that there, that there. So I think I want to put some kind of frame on. I was thinking of the calypso, but do some sort of interesting stuff in the background. So I don't know whether I could just do a bit of a interesting collage situation. Yeah. Just do some interesting textures. Right, so I'm thinking then put that over the top, and then I can do my leaves. Oh no, that's too big. Oh. Put you on top of that. So I'm just, this is me testing it out a little bit, just to figure out how it's all going to work. I was sure there was another leaf. There was another leaf and it's disappeared. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, well, maybe I only had 4. Did I only have 4? I thought I had 5. Okay. And then, of course, I've got all my goldy bits to go on yet, so... Okay. I think that'll be okay. Right. Sure. Take off some of these. You only saw 4. Okay, thank you. Hey, William. You managed to be a bit crafty. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Any news on the treatment? Oh, what did Monica say? Yes, absolutely. That's a nice thing to say. Hello, Kenzie. Yeah, we saw you earlier. I said hello, Kenzie. Is your internet not playing nicely, Kenzie? You had to change your account. Oh. Oh, I can see you got a little Highland. Is that a cow? Is your your picture. Okay. Moose steak, nice. Did he get that himself? Okay, so I'm thinking the coral with maybe that in the middle and using some dimensionals. Maybe I won't use dimensionals for the outer one, but I'll use dimensionals for the inner one just to make it pop. And then do I want to go for that as well? Or do you think that's going to be a bit too much? Is that gilding the lily? I mean, it's a bit of an over-the-top card, let's face it. Too much with the scallops? What do you think? Yeah, although he's the son that cooked it, it wasn't the same one that went hunting. Oh, well, you can have one to hunt, one to cook. Sounds like a bit of a Jacob and Esau situation. See how many people get that reference. Although technically that's not quite what happened. So are we thinking, what are we thinking about the scallops? Are we just going to go for it? I mean, this is definitely a more is more kind of card. Yeah. I think I can take it. Now, I'm only going to put glue there and there because it's got these little cut marks on it, sometimes the glue seeps through. And I don't want glue seeping through on this section. This bit's going to be hidden by the flower. So I figured if I just stick that bit down, this bit and this bit, that'll be fine. Let's get some dimensionals for this now. Yes to the scallops. Oh, goody, goody. Because I've done it now. Lots of dimensionals. I think sometimes it's okay to be frugal with the dimensionals, but when you're doing a bit of a special card, like I'm doing, you want it to hold up. Just don't be skimpy on these. There we go. Right, now we're going to start building up our little flower area. I'm going to cut this apart to make the best use of it. Put that bit there. Yes. That'll be okay, won't it? I think. Sorry about the glare. I'm not quite sure. If I put this light on, will that help? I'm just turning it that way just to show you what I'm doing. And then we also have some of these. Oh, I've got to put my 50 on somewhere, haven't I? Where's my 50 gone? Right. Actually, I'm wondering if that way round would look better. What do you think? Oh, no, I thought I had another. Oh dear. A little bit of a. Right, so these bits can be stuck in later, I think. Yeah, I think these I'll cut apart and stick. So I kind of want to stick that with dimensionals as well. Should we do the 50 first? Get some of these on. Sorry, this is just going to take a little wee minute. If you're watching on the replay, just fast forward because I need to get these dimensionals on so that they don't show up. Landscape, yes. Oh, Kenzie prefers horizontal. Patricia likes it horizontal. The card, that is. Yeah, I think if you've got, sorry, everyone's talking about canning in the chat. Um, if you have a, quite a allotment or garden where you grow your own produce, and you want to keep it nice and keep the vitamins or whatever for if you want to grow it organically and all that, then I suppose it is worth the effort, isn't it? And if you're all geared up for it, a lot of people are, aren't they, who do go down that route. Right, I'm bringing back the hot glue. Come here. Right. I don't want it to interfere with the numbers too much. Rather drippy. Oh, I just remembered I can have it coming protruding from here because my card base is bigger. Yep. Right. Stewed tomatoes taste the same as freezing. Ah. You should watch Lisa's tip on the dimensional so you don't have to peel off those papers. Oh, that sounds interesting. Always up for a hot tip. Makes my life easier. No. Okay, need to get another hot glue stick. So now we're just going to add some final bits of the gold leafing, gold leaves rather. Let's stick that under there. that under there. And do you have some? Oh no, I had a whole little sprig of gold. Yeah, where did they go? They were on my desk earlier. Oh, there it is. Brilliant. So I just feel that I need to pull out some. Need to have some coming out a bit more. So I've got that little bit there. And I just want to do something coming out of that. Just got to remember which bits have you stuck and not stuck in. Okay, stick you under there. Okay, sometimes you have to take a step back. Just look at it, look for the spaces. Definitely a space there. And got one more of these. Oh, and I've got a little bit of that and a little bit of that left. Okay. Oh, that looks quite nice there. Sort of draped over the top there. Right. Excuse me, pop you under there. Just have you draping down. Oh, right. Okay, I think we are done. Probably I will add a little bit of bling in a second, but I'm going to get it all stuck down onto my card base. There we go. Yes, I am hand delivering. They live local, and be all good. Oh no, I thought I was going to be able to flip it over and push, but I can't because these things have got they've got lumps because of the glue. Got one little leaf here. Thank you, Hazel. Did I have any issues die cutting the glimmer paper? Not a problem at all. No, it's not glimmer. It's the foil paper that's in the current offering in the current catalogue, but it's got a texture to it. I can't remember if I may have run it through twice. I think through back, forward and back, but that was it. And because my machine's quite new, and it's a Stampin' Up one, so the rollers are quite tight. So I don't, usually have a problem with it. Okay, let's grab some. Oh, could do some pearls. Well, I might colour these in. That's a bit light. Now, to be very gentle with your tips when you do this, because I think this one's actually on the way out. This one. Just have to be gentle, not to stub your tips too hard on these. So because these are alcohol pens, they are fantastic for colouring in pearls. So that was light Cajun Craze. You get this gorgeous peachy colour with those. I could stick ones in there, but I'm a bit loath to because it's foil. They're not always happy stuck to foil, so I'm just going to dot them around instead. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, so that took about an hour to kind of put together. I know I did have a bit of chit chat at the beginning, and I also pre-cut the frames and the gold bits. So I like to just go over how long things take to make, so that you're not under any illusion that this is something that just gets knocked up in 5 minutes. This is not a 5-minute jobby. So I guess I would allow maybe an hour and a half, I think, if you were to try and do this from start to finish. I would recommend that you pick, well, the colour scheme is black and grey and white, so shades, and a colour. So in this situation it was kind of Calypso Coral and what's that? Petal Pink. Basically, Calypso Coral and Petal Pink were the two shades of orangey pink. So So you could, I mean, it would be beautiful in maybe 2 shades of pink, 2 shades of blue, but going for the black and grey as your basis, and then pick another colour and a metallic. So that way you'll end up with a really lovely, cohesive kind of look. And the lovely thing about it is obviously, you know, I'm using up scraps here. These were bits and pieces mostly that were on my table, apart from that big bit I had to grab. But you know, those of you who've got plenty of paper, you will be able to find things to make this with. And also the idea that you can use some of your existing punches to make flowers with. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jodie. I will. A question from Catherine. Good morning. Question: the little gold twig shapes coming from base flowers. Which die is that set from? Right. I'll go over all the dies now with you. Good question, Miss Catherine. So the numbers came from a retired set called Large Numbers Framelets. I mean, this is back in the day when Sizzix used to make our Stampin' Up products. So Large Numbers Framelets. Then the frames, these frames, came from Wildflower Designs. The spriggy things came from Thoughtful Wishes. So they cut out the images from the stamp set, and also they have their own leaves and nice spriggy type things. And then we have this sort of textured leaf came from the Stippled Roses dies, which again, look and see what you've got. You don't need to specifically buy these dies in order to do this type of card. Basically, it's you want something that's sort of open and spriggy with something that's a little bit more chunky or with a bit of texture. That's it really. And then also, it doesn't matter if you don't necessarily have this flower punch. If you've got other flower punches, then you can do that. And then if you don't have this specific punch, you could cut out some circles probably and do something similar. So and of course there are dies that actually cut out these shapes that you may have got as well. So it's just about, you know, how you're formulating it, and the structure of it is basically, you know, you have your card base and then you take off a certain amount from one side and the other to make a frame, and then, you know, make sure you've got that real light dark contrast so that you've got that dark frame going around it to pull the eye in, and then have your number in the middle on a nice contrasting colour so that it really pops. So there we go. So those are the kind of design principles really I followed today, and used the Stampin' Blends. If you don't have Stampin' Blends, just use a Sharpie to colour in your pale pearls to make them match with the rest of the whole look of the card. All right, and oh, what was I going to remind you of? There are still spaces for Saturday's workshop. So if you're in the UK, in Europe, or in the South Pacific, I'm doing a stamping to scrapbooking workshop, and I'm just going to see if I can find the layouts that I did. Just to give you guys an idea of what we're doing. Ooh. Oh, no, they're not where I thought they would be. Okay. That means they must be somewhere else. Also, I need to find them for Saturday. Oh, bear with everybody. Excuse me. Sorry. Just trying to see if they're in my big album. Oh. Oh, okay. Wow, I wonder where they are then. Okay, anyone who came to that class, anyone got an idea where I put them? Oh well, I'll have to dig around and find them. That's okay. But anyway, Saturday. Yeah. I actually have all those dies, not the punches, but can do flowers. Oh, fantastic, Catherine. Thank you, Glenna. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Oh, Kenzie's cold. Yes, about 3 a.m. for the Canadians and the Americans. But I have done it at your friendly time, that class, but I'm happy to do it again if there's enough people wanting to do that class. Yeah, they are iconic, yes, those number dies. Alright, if anyone has any questions about the products I've used, please just do email me. The wild... Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, Kenzie, thank you. That's a really good reminder. I have typed up the notes from the wild fern class. So if anybody's interested in just purchasing the information for the class, I've just asked for a minimum donation on Ko-fi for £3 to get three card ideas using the wild ferns dies. I wasn't quite sure how much to pitch it for because I would say it's not an instruction sheet for people who are complete beginners. Let's put it that way. It does require some basic knowledge of yes, it does require some basic knowledge of card making. So I didn't want to charge too much. It's not like, yeah, for it. So if I'll grab the link for that. So if anyone has got wild ferns and you want 3 ideas of what to do with them, or what to do with the bundle, then I'm just going to grab the link and drop it now. Oh, thanks, Glenna. This is the direct link to the wild ferns cards that we made. Now, I can give you a sneak peek of what those cards look like if you want. So I have, yeah, so a couple of them I've actually got 2 versions to show you because I did a different colour scheme in class. So I've got this one, and this one. There we go. Now these might look really simple, but there's actually quite a bit of detail in them that I'm not going to tell you about. You have to go and buy the class. Yeah. There we go. And then, sorry, I've got glue in my nails. Then there's this one, which is a fancy fold. I just got to fold it fancily so that you can see it. There we go. And that stands like that. That's got some really pretty detail to it. And then this is the one that I created for the class, and then this is the one that I made during class, this one here. This is a really fun technique. So there we go. So if you want the worksheets on how I made those, then head to my Ko-fi shop. Oh, you like the fancy fold best? Oh, fantastic. Good. Isn't that funny? Because, you know, in class I was umming and ahhing about it, going, oh, not sure I like this one. Oh, not sure about it. But there we go. You guys seem to like that one the best. So that was good. So. All right. You enjoyed it. Oh, good, Kenzie. I'm glad you came. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, just a head start. Not a head start. Just to let you know, I probably won't. Yeah, I won't be doing a live tomorrow night. I'm actually off somewhere very exciting. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. But I'm going to go and visit a friend, and we're going to go and listen to somebody talk about their new book launch. And the only clue I'm going to give you, and it, probably only most of the Brits will get it, but some of you Americans might get it if you've watched the programme. But the only thing I'm going to say is tomorrow is Tuesday. That's what I'm going to say. And let's see if in the comments section you can guess who I'm going to be going to see. Right, there we go. Yes, I'll catch you guys again on Wednesday. All right, not Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, lots of love to you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I love seeing everybody in the chat and catching up with everybody. And take care, everybody. Lots of love.